Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go over 5 energy stocks that I believe, no pun intended, are about to explode. I also want to break down crude oil in general and why I believe there could be more green to go, more upside here in the price of oil. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, and let's dive into the video, guys. So you all know at this point, oil is breaking back over $90 a barrel. And just yesterday on Friday, it went up over 5%. And it's, pretty much right at 93 a barrel now. It's almost in the mid 90s. And it's crazy because just about 10 days ago, almost 2 weeks ago, roughly, it was at 76 a barrel. You guys can see here, if I zoom in a bit, it was at 76 a barrel. Now it's at 93. Like I said, it is up over 20%. We're talking in about 9-10 days. This is absolutely unbelievable. So OPEC recently, I believe this past Wednesday, they agreed to reduce oil production by 2 million barrels per day from November, or I guess starting November. So this really shocked the price of oil to the upside. And if you guys don't understand supply demand, it's pretty simple, right? If you're cutting production, if you're taking out supply and demand is still there, well, what's going to happen? Well, prices are going to go up. Prices are going to start mooning, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now, right? Oil's breaking out of both moving averages on the 4-hour chart, and I have an alert set here. It's at 99.53. I don't know why it's at such a specific cent value there, but I'm going to put a new alert. Might as well just do it at a nice round whole number, $100. Mark is at or above, because I think if $100 breaks on oil, it's going to be going 110, 20, who knows from there per barrel. And, it's going to get wild out there. Let's just put it that way. So Biden, the White House in general said Biden was disappointed by the short-sighted decision by OPEC Plus to cut production quotas while the global economy is still dealing with the continued negative impact of Putin's invasion of Ukraine. And there's word that maybe OPEC is kind of in it with Russia. Who the heck really knows, right? But it added that Biden had directed the Department of Energy to release another 10 million barrels. And I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but they've been releasing a lot of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, and they're ordering Biden, to maybe do another 10 billion or 10 million barrels next month. And they've been doing this. I'm not sure how many they've released from the, how many barrels already from the reserve, but that's really what's been helping. That's one of the variables here that's been helping oil prices to come down in the first place. So now that OPEC is cutting production, oil's going up. Biden, the White House, midterms are coming up. They're like pulling their hair out. They're freaking out right now. They don't know really what to do. And I believe a couple of months ago, I was reading, Biden actually went over there, had a meeting with OPEC, or I forget where he was with the Saudis, and he was trying to come to a deal for them to increase production a little bit, and they only increased it by 100,000 barrels a day, which really, wasn't much at all. So who knows really what's going to happen right now overall with energy. There's a lot going on. We got OPEC, we got the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, we have Russia, we have the energy crisis going on in Europe. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm an oil energy expert, because I'm not, but I can tell you this for sure. These next couple of months, heading into the winter here, we have the midterm elections, again, energy crisis in Europe, Russia. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild, and I feel like clearly the trend is shifting here. I feel like this is going to cause, it's gonna push the price of oil up. Let's just put it that way. It's gonna cause some upwards momentum. It's already doing that, and for that reason, we're gonna be breaking down these 5 stocks today that I think look pretty dang good. They're all energy stocks, so keep that in mind. The charts look pretty good, and I feel like if this momentum continues in oil, which I feel like it should, but by the looks of everything going on in the macro right now, I could be wrong, but I think it should. If it does, these energy stocks in general, I feel like are going to be rallying, as well. So let's break these down. And by the way, if you guys are finding value, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe and get yourself 15 stocks from Moomoo. It's free money. If you guys haven't gotten those yet, use that link down below. Deposit at least $100, and just like that, you could get up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. And full disclosure, all those links down below help out the channel, guys. So keep that in mind. It's a win-win scenario here. I appreciate you all as always. So Hess, ticker symbol HES. This is one that just hit a fresh high on the 4-hour chart here. It looks like yesterday. Yeah, yesterday at $131.83. And I don't think that's the all-time high on Hess. Let me double check, though. Yeah, it's not. But it's approaching the all-time highs, guys. We're pretty much right there. If you guys take a look here on this max chart, all-time high was hit at $137 back in 2008. And you're going to notice a lot of these energy stocks, they're getting to levels that they haven't been at since either 2014 or 2008. And this one, Hess, clearly took the high out from 2014. That was, a couple of weeks ago, months ago, whenever that was. And now we're going for that all-time high. So I think all-time highs, I could be wrong, but I think all-time highs are going to hit here on Hess. I really do. I feel like we're going to take out, there's a high likelihood, in my opinion, we take out this 132 level, which if I just set the alert there now, that'd be smart. Let me do that. Mark is that we're above. 132 has been resistance since the beginning of June. If that point breaks, we got a wide open gap to all-time highs. Again, $137 is that all-time high from back in 2008, which happens to be when we had the great financial crisis. If you guys don't remember that, I'm sure you all remember that. Well, maybe you weren't trading at that point, but you remember that important time in history, right? So Hess, you guys got to watch it. Ticker symbol HES. Another one is Exxon Mobil, ticker symbol XOM. This is one that is also approaching highs from a couple months ago back in June, being about $105, $106. So first of all, first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to set my alert for this upcoming week at $105 a share. Mark is that we're above. And if I pull up the max chart on Exxon Mobil, you're going to see it is getting to the highs from 2014. The highs from 2014 were $105, which happens to be where we failed 3 months ago. If you guys just remember what I showed you all, you saw that, right? So if 105 breaks, where are we going to go? Probably all-time highs, guys. All-time highs were hit September of 2008, $117 a share. We break 105, boom, $12 gap. I see that filling on the upside here on Exxon Mobil. So I really like Exxon. Hess looks pretty dang good in my opinion. Another one that's looking good is Occidental Petroleum. Let's pull that up. OXY. I think I covered this recently in the past couple of videos multiple times. You guys have seen the chart, but let me show you again here. Occidental Petroleum is at $70 a share right now, a little bit under that, and it's clearly seeing a little bit of selling pressure at about $70 a share, 71, 72, that general area, which you guys can see we failed at that point back in May. Back in May, late May, early June. And last time we broke it, we tested it rather, we broke it, which was in the end of August, and this thing ran up to $77. So I think in the short term, 71, 72 could break, which it might not happen, who knows, but I think it's very possible. So I'm going to set my alert at 71. If we take that point out, let's actually remove that, or move it rather, from 71 to 72, I think would be a better spot to put it. But overall, if we break 72 on Oxy, guys, this will fill the gap, in my opinion, to $75, $77. It is 100% in the cards. And we also have MRO, which is Marathon Oil Corporation. This one's not as close to the highs here from a couple months ago as some of these stocks are that we just covered, but it's getting dang close. Look at this. We're breaking out of the moving averages. We're now at a multi-month high on MRO. We also took out the wedge here. So this looks pretty good to me, guys. And if we take this high out, let me extend this or draw this trend line. You guys see what I just drew out at about 28, 29 bucks? That's the high from the end of April, early May. If we get out of there into the 30s, we're probably going to shoot for that 33 mark. Definitely in the cards by the looks of it on Marathon Oil, guys. And the next one, the last one, and if you all stuck to the end, let me know in the comments. Stay stuck till the end. Drop a $sign, dollar emoji, whatever you guys want to do. Let me know. I appreciate all of you that stick on throughout these videos. You're awesome. Mpc, Marathon Petroleum. This looks pretty much identical to what we just saw in Marathon MRO, right? Marathon Oil. it's the same thing, right? We're breaking out of the wedge here. You guys see that? We're above the moving averages. We have a golden cross. We're at a multi-month high. We're pretty much we're one move away from hitting that 115 high, 114.15, which was the high from back in the beginning of June. And I'm not sure what the all-time high is on MPC. Let's see here. Oh, it's already at all-time highs. So it's probably going to go to that all-time high, test it, maybe even break it at about 115. So these charts, guys, MPC, MRO, Oxy, Exxon Mobil, Hess, they all, in my opinion, look pretty good. Look pretty good. And they're poised for more upside in this environment that we're in. And who knows, maybe if Biden releases 10 million barrels of oil, is that going to be a short-term fix? Is it going to lower the prices? Is it going to be enough? Who knows? I was reading a strategist. One of the strategists was saying that it's not even going to impact anything if he releases a bunch more from the, from the reserve. But who knows? Really, all we can do is let it actually happen. If it does happen, and, we'll see how it plays out. Time will tell, guys. So with that being said, I don't want to be in here too long. I'm going to wrap the video up. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. Check out my Patreon as well if you guys want all my buys, sells, call-outs, morning videos. If you want all the moves I'm making in real time, call-outs, that's linked down below on Patreon. And if you haven't gotten your 15 stocks from Moomoo yet or your 12 stocks from Webull, guess what? That's also linked down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll catch you in the next video, whenever that is. Peace out.